Hello, everyone. I'm sure a lot of people usually are probably asleep when well, maybe not. I mean, I usually, I apologize if anybody is up now is wondering, hey, there's usually reading there already. Well, then I apologize for being late. And if you haven't come on yet, then it's all good. But yeah, I apologize for because my sleeping pattern and everything is still all kind of messed up. So, like tonight, I think I fell asleep around, I don't know, 7 or 8 o'clock, maybe a little bit later. And then I was even planning on crawling into bed, but then I think I must have fell asleep until about 1, 1 close to 2, with maybe waking up once in the middle of that. And that's kind of usually how it is for me. And then sometimes, I'll be able to fall back asleep even when I wake up around this time. And other times I'll be just wide awake. But I did some research, and there's this thing called, I think it's called cortisol. It has to do with, I think, our blood sugar and something in the nervous system, whatever, that's normally would trigger when the body is trying to catch up with itself, and mine apparently is confused. So, welcome back, everybody. Anyway, for those of you who are new, my name is John Clayton. I'm a recovering drug addict and alcoholic, and I've been clean and sober since February 21st, 2021. I apologize if my talking ain't that clear. Um, it's been about just over 3 years since I haven't had any teeth, so it's been really tough on me. January 20th. One promise, one gift. Narcotics Anonymous offers only one promise, and that is freedom from active addiction. Basic text, page 102. Imagine how it might be if we had arrived at the doors of Narcotics Anonymous, desperate, wanting to stop using drugs, only to be met by a sales pitch. If you just work the steps and don't use drugs, you'll get married, live in the suburbs, have 2.5 children, and start wearing polyester. You will become a responsible, productive member of society and be fit company for kings and presidents. You will be rich and have a dynamic career. Most of us, greeted with such heavy-handed spiel, would have shrieked and bolted for the door. Instead of high pressure, nonsense, and frightening predictions, we are greeted with a promise of hope, freedom from active addiction. We feel a blessed relief come over us when we hear that we never have to use drugs again. We aren't going to be forced to become anything. Of course, after some time in recovery, good things start happening in our lives. We are given gifts, spiritual gifts, material gifts, gifts that we've always dreamed of but never dared hoped we'd get. These, however, are truly gifts. They are not promised to us just because we become NA members. All we are promised is freedom from active addiction, and it's more than enough. Just for today, I have been promised freedom from active addiction. The gifts I receive are the benefits of recovery. That's a good reading. And interesting too, because just before I started doing this today's reading, I went over to the gas station to grab a coffee, and some guy is like it's like my time. It's 10 to 3 in the morning, and so it was just after 2 o'clock, I guess, when I went to the store. And yeah, so some guy is like, "Hey, buddy, you got $2?" I'm like, "No, sorry." He goes, "Oh, give you a hit aside." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm in recovery, man." As I continued to walk into the store, but still, it's 4 years, almost 4 years clean and sober, and I still get people propositioning me all the time, and thank God right now, I have the strength to say no or walk away, or like I just have no desire to use today, and thank God, because you know that's all it would take is just to use once and ruin everything that I've worked so hard to get to where I am today. I mean, I've lost everything so many times in my life, and now I'm, just over half a century old, which is sometimes hard to fathom because, I don't know what someone like that's supposed to feel like, but to the exception of being lost and confused, I mean, other than that, I still kind of feel like I did when I was in my 20s and 30s, other than that today I'm trying to live clean and sober. But yeah, so thank you for joining me today. I appreciate every one of you. And if nobody's told you today that they love you, well, I love you, and we will see you again real soon. Okay, bye for now.